set it, and Rich will put it down with some authority. A deep three from Andrews. Oh, make it rain, baby! Yes! Drives left, kicks it to the corner, to the left wing. The corner, or the wing three is up and good. Zoe Swallow dials it up from long range. Payoff pitch here from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball, center field. That's going to get out here for loose. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball. That's going to get through the left side of the infield. And that's going to score another run. And that's going to be an RBI single. Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome live right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com. From Coach Brian J. Dudley Field here in Selma, Indiana, here with tonight's 2024 Wapahani Baseball Invitational Championship game as we welcome in the 9-1 Park Tudor Panthers as they take on your 5-8 Wapahani Raiders. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Been a long day here at the ballpark for both of these teams, really all the teams and everybody else that's been out here working and everything else. We just had the conclusion of the Greenwood Christian Academy and Jay County game, in which Jay County came back and won that one 9-8. They scored, I believe it was 3 runs, I believe it was, in the bottom of the ninth, or bottom of the seventh. And so they went on to victory. So now leading into tonight's championship game, should be a great one right here as we get into our Raiders Live pregame show presented by the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association. So Wapahani earlier this morning, way back yonder, almost 9 hours ago, Wapahani took on the Greenwood Christian Academy Cougars, in which the Raiders won that one by a final score of 9-6. They got off to a 2-0 start. Then Greenwood tied it at 2. Then Wapahani really essentially never looked back from there. Continued to play add-on. They took a 4-2 lead and put tacked some more runs on from there and put 2 runs up on the bottom of the 6 at a 9-2, I believe it was 2 lead going into the top of the 7th. Gave up 4 runs. And going on to win 9-6. Now, flip side of things, Park Tudor, they defeated Jay County earlier today, 8-2. Again, when you look here at Park Tudor, I believe they're ranked number 6 in Class 2A in the latest rankings that came out this week. They're off to a 9-1 start. Very disciplined group, very well coached over there, and should be a very nice challenge here for this Wapahani Raider baseball team. Like I said earlier this morning, we had a tough week throughout the weekday stretch right there. We were 0-3, and today though, we got the bats going early. Pitching really for the most part was actually pretty good and kept us in the game to where we can not only take the lead but establish a lead and be able to expand on that a little bit more. But right there towards the end, had a little bit of a hiccup there with from a pitching standpoint, but still, we did enough to win, and it's nice to always get back to your winning ways, defend your home field, and you got to look to do the same here tonight against a top tier opponent here in Park Tudor. So we've got to be ready to play. You've got to obviously you have to perform every facet of the game correctly in order to win. So we're going to have a good pitching performance tonight. Kyle Anderson will toe the rubber tonight for Wapahani in tonight's championship game. Just got to go up there and throw strikes, attack the zone, attack the hitters. Obviously you don't want to leave pitches right down the heart of the plate, but you're not necessarily looking to strike everybody out right here. The name of the game is to get them out. Find a way to get them out, no matter how you do it, as long as you do it. And so, like I said, just attack the zone. Make sure not to get behind your hitters. From an offensive standpoint, again, just like what we did earlier this morning, get off to a good start. Get the sticks going and hopefully put a crooked number up on the board here in the bottom half of the first inning. and just continue to add on from there. But when you have that consistency and that balance 1 through 9, that obviously makes life a lot easier throughout the course of a ball game, especially if you have a good pitching performance, making sure you make the routine plays defensively, because you don't want to give your opponent any more than 3 outs. So you have to make the routine plays, and then hopefully everything else will kind of take care of itself from there. But we'll see what happens. Park Tudor 9-1, Wapahani 5-8, coming into tonight's 2024 Wapahani Baseball Invitational Championship game. Again, make sure to stay right here with us. Again, that's been our Raiders Live pregame show presented by the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association. And we'll be back here with tonight's first pitch and an enjoyable ball game here from beautiful Coach Brian J. Dudley Field here on the WHS Network.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Our company's mantra has been and will always be humans over houses. For the last several years, we have been able to help people follow our mission statement, which is enriching lives by helping people find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate has premier real estate agents ready to assist you with commercial properties, new construction, residential homes, or investment properties, no matter if you are looking to purchase or to sell. We are skilled negotiators, tenacious marketers, and fearless advocates for our clients. We want them to feel the passion we have for what we do and the professionalism we exemplify while we do it. Our clients depend on us to have grit and determination when we represent them. We roll up our sleeves and get to work. Every interaction, every time.
Hi, I'm Tara.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Hi, I'm Seth.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
We stand for doing the right thing, even when it's not convenient. We deliver integrity in all we do through our uncompromising ethical principles and values. Our clients count on us not to only help them buy or sell their home, but to make sure the process is infused with joy. We strive to bring a smile to their faces as they enter the next phase of their lives. Call Next Home Elite Real Estate today. We are here to help you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, welcome back here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. As, again, we have tonight's 2024 Wapahani Baseball Invitational Championship game. Again, we're going to get right into things right here. No national anthem, no starting lineups. We're going to hit the ground running right here because now we're battling against sunlight, which is we weren't expecting necessarily to have that as a situation here, but these last two games have taken a combination of about 6 hours. Yeah, it's taken up some time right here, so that's why we're just going to get right into things here tonight. Again, no pregame festivities like what we normally have, as far as with, like I said, the national anthem and starting lineups here tonight. So we're going to lead things off here tonight. We got MJ Gaines leading things off here for Park Tudor. Again, he's playing center field, batting second and catching Nolan Whitehead. Batting third, the shortstop, number 17, Brady Redmond. Batting fourth, left fielder, number 7, Carter Hall. Batting fifth and pitching, number 3, Desmond Francis. Batting sixth, first baseman, number 13, Oliver Eve, pardon me. Batting seventh, right fielder, number 6, Santana Jackson. Batting eighth, and the designated hitter, number 2, Ryan Sibbett. He'll be hitting for the third baseman, number 16, Miles Doobie, and then batting ninth, the second baseman, number 12, Spencer Hughes. So, again, that is tonight's starting lineup here for the visiting team, the 9-1 Park Tudor Panthers. Here's we get tonight's first pitch and championship game underway here at officially 6:18 p.m. here on this Saturday, April the 27th of 2024. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. As that pitch will fall low and away there for a ball, 1-1 the count. Again, we'll go over the defensive alignment here in just a second here, provided by East Jackson Auto Sales. The pitch here from Anderson will catch the outside corner. So the count here at 1-2 strikes here on the Panthers leadoff man. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, signed, sealed, and delivered. He gone. A thing of beauty right there. The curveball here from Kyle Anderson to get him looking to begin tonight's championship game. As that will now bring up the catcher, number 8, Nolan Whitehead. Anderson looks in there to James, and the pitch. That's going to be fouled off to the third base side, 0-1. Again, your East Jackson Auto Sales starting lineup. Ethan Bragg out in left field. Brock Zitgraff in center. Grayson Acosta over in right field. Around the horn here in the infield, Clay Eastep, as well as Nate Luce, then Hayden James and Landon Weller. That was from third to first. And then hanging the signs there behind the plate, that is Quentin James, and his battery mate there is Kyle Anderson. Again, towing the rubber here tonight for your Wapahani Raiders. So, again, that is our East Jackson Auto Sales defensive alignment, as that pitch will be just a touch outside there for a ball. Now 1-2 strikes. And time will be taken here by Nolan Whitehead. Takes a deep breath. He'll step back in there. Anderson, again, still on rubber. Gets the signs here from Quentin James. He'll come to the set. And a 1-2 offering. Chopped here to the first base side. Weller will have enough time and will make the play, sliding in feet first over there at first base to get the out for out number 2. So 3 unassisted put out there. We'll now bring up the shortstop, number 17, Brady Redmond, here for the Panthers. Again, really for the most part here, been an absolutely beautiful day out here from Coach Brian J. Dudley Field. Aside from a few early raindrops there in the first game, we had some sunshine to start off, and we had a couple of raindrops, and then things really cleared up, and it's been a nice day out here at the ballpark. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be low and away for a ball, 1-1. The pitch from Anderson. That's going to be inside and low right there. Now 2-1. Getting a head coach here for Park Tudor. That's Courtney Whitehead. And his son was just at the plate there, Nolan Whitehead, a few moments ago. Got an even count here of 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Anderson will come to the set, and the 2-2 pitch. And he will go down swinging as he strikes out 2 here in the top half of the first. Nothing to show for here for the Panthers. No runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We will head here to the home half of the first. Scoreless here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, again, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Here as we take a look here at tonight's starting lineup again here for your Wapahani Raiders. The starting lineup again presented by Taylor Architects, Inc. It will look like this. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 7, Nate Lewis. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 3, Camden Gibson. He'll be batting for the pitcher, number 21, Kyle Anderson. In the 3 spot there, the first baseman, number 14, that is Landon Weller. Hitting cleanup, third baseman, number 15, Clay Eastat. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 5, Quentin James. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 20, Bronx Itgraff. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 8, Grayson Acosta. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 4, Hayden James. And then batting ninth and playing left field, number 13, Ethan Bragg. Again, your Raiders coached by Heath Dudley. So again, that is tonight's Taylor Architects Inc. starting lineup. Here as we head to the bottom half, the first inning. Again, Wapahani looking to get the sticks going early and often here tonight. Again, coming off of a 9-6 victory over the Greenwood Christian Academy Cougars earlier this morning. That's going to be just upstairs there for ball 2. Again, Desmond Francis on the mound here tonight for the Park Tudor Panthers. As that will be in there for a called strike now, 2-1. Again, the young man hanging the signs. Again, that is number 8, Nolan Whitehead here this evening for Park Tudor. 2-1 the count, the pitch. That's going to be upstairs there for ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. The pitch to loose. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Payoff pitch. And Luce will foul that one off into his own dugout. Thankfully, everybody's paying attention over there, and a couple guys had to jump up in the air to dodge the baseball. Everybody looks to be all right. So the payoff pitch once more. And that's going to be, in there for a called strike 3. So Lewis will go down looking for out number 1 of the ball game.
Number 3, Camden Gibson.
And so that will bring up the designated hitter. That is number 3, Camden Gibson here for Wapahani. He had a really nice game earlier this morning. I believe he was on base, I know of at least 2 or 3 times. Yeah, so he was on base 3 of the 4 plate appearances that he had earlier this morning there against Greenwood Christian Academy. The count here at 2 balls and no strikes. Francis rocks back. Here's the pitch. That will miss, I'm assuming, low for ball 3. So now the count here, 3 balls and 1 strike. Landon Weller awaits on deck. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ball high. And Gibson will make his way down to first base. And again, not exactly somebody that you want to allow reach base. Young man with plenty of speed. So the first baseman, number 14, Landon Weller, now steps in. Again, here with Gibson over at first base. The pitch from Francis will be fouled off there to the backstop. Quickly, 0-1 here on Landon Weller. Francis again glances over there at first. Weller shows bunt and brings the bat back. So now a even count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Got to say that would definitely be a little surprising here if Weller does put a bunt down. And a nice easy throw over to first base. Obviously was not going to get him. So again, the count stays put here. 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 on and 1 out. The pitch from Francis. That's going to sail upstairs again, this time for ball 2. Francis comes to the set and a pitch. Skips that one in the dirt. Gibson will stay put there at first base as the ball gets by. But the right fielder doing exactly what he should be doing, and that is backing up the throw down to first base. So the count now at 3 balls and 1 strike. In a great position to be in here if you're Landon Weller. Got to get a good pitch to hit. And that's ball 4. So back-to-back walks after the strikeout there to Nate Luce, or of Nate Luce, rather. So Gibson now at second, Weller at first, and the third base, number 15, Clay Estep, now to plate. Yeah, and Estep can handle the bat very well right here. He's in the cleanup spot for a reason. Both runners on base with pretty good speed. As that will be in there for a called strike, 0-1 here on Estep. The 0-1 Swung on and missed, strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Fly ball, first base side. That's going to be foul and out of play. So the count will stay put here at no balls and 2 strikes. Francis with a pitch. Another one. Skied over to the right side and out of play. Desmond Francis will come to the set right here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high and away for a ball. So pitch number 6 of the at-bat upcoming. Got Quentin James on deck. 1 away. The 1-2. Ground ball through in the right there into the right side of the infield. I thought that was going to get through the right side. And instead, ball kind of deadened right there, but it does move the runners up. So a productive out nonetheless. 4-3 put away for out number 2. Again, Gibson now moves up to third base, Weller to second. And now the catcher, number 5, Quentin James at home plate. Looking to play the pair right here. Francis looking to get out of the jam and get his teammates back in there to hit. The pitch. That's going to be high for a ball, 1-0. James also came through with some big hits earlier today. I know of at least a couple of RBIs that he had. Had a double also today. I believe maybe a pair of singles. Maybe even a pair of doubles and a single. But 2-0 the count here on James. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. So Francis back on the rubber. James back in the batter's box. The count is at 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, 2 on. The second and third with 2 away here in the home half the first. Swung on and missed, strike 2. So again, James taking some definite healthy hacks. Unfortunately, the last 2 swings have come up empty, but deuces are now officially wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, and 2-1. Francis will come to the set, and the 2-2 offering will be low for ball 3. The payoff to James. Gets him swinging for strike 3. And that will be the end of the bottom half of the first inning. So the Raiders threatened here in the home half of the first inning. Got a couple of base runners. But Desmond Francis here with a couple of strikeouts slams the door shut here on the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. And 2 left on. We will head here to the top of the second inning. Again here from Coach Brian J. Dudleyfield. You're on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here to our Selma American Legion post 4:37 game break here. Scoreless after one inning of play. Again here from Coach Brian J. Dudley Field here on this Saturday, April the 27th of 2024. Again, if you're just joining us here for the first time this evening, we want to welcome you guys here to the WHS Network. Again, I'm Brandon Morvillius, your play-by-play broadcaster. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We'll start off the second inning right here for the Panthers. It's going to be the left fielder, number 7, Carter Hall, here at the plate. And a brief stoppage right here. I'm not sure. Looks like there's some sort of a issue with the catcher's equipment. So we'll kind of wait on things here for a brief moment in time. Okay, so it looks like we're all squared away now. So Anderson had a very good first inning right there, a couple of strikeouts, and hopefully looking forward to another clean inning of work right here, as that pitch will be fouled off to the right side and out of play here by the left fielder Carter Hall. So quickly, 0-1 the count. Anderson with the 0-1 offering. There'll be a touch outside there for ball, 1-1. Anderson gets a signs here from James. He gets what he likes. And the 1-1 pitch will be a fly ball there, right center field. And Acosta with quite the snag out there in right field. Again, not probably the perfect path to the catch, but he made the catch nonetheless. And that's going to be out number 1 right there off the bat of Carter Hall. So now the pitcher, number 3, Desmond Francis, looking to help his own cause. He will step in here at home plate with 1 away here in the inning. Anderson take an extended look in there. The pitch to Francis. It's going to be low for a ball, 1-0. Ground ball here to the shortstop. Loose collects, throws on to first. Easy does it right there. Cool as a cucumber. 6-3 put away right there from Loose to Weller. And so now with 2 away here in the inning, that will bring up the first baseman, number 13, Oliver Eve, for the Panthers. The pitch from Anderson. That's going to be in there for a called strike. So quickly, 0-1. Again, 2 away here in the inning. Nice pitch right there. Ground ball there, Loose, collects down to first again, and a nice clean inning of work here for Kyle Anderson. Once again, 3 up, 3 down. Go the Panthers here in the top half the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. As we head here to the bottom half the second, we're scoreless after an inning and a half right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Welcome back here to Raider Baseball live on the WHS Network, gearing up for inning number 2 here for Wapahani. Again, both teams so far scoreless here in this one this evening. And we've got 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up here for Wapahani here in the home half a second. Brock Zitcraft will lead it off, followed by Grayson Acosta and Hayden James. So Zitcraft will step in here and look to find his way on base to begin the inning. Puts the bat out there, then pulls it right back, and it's in there for a called strike, 0-1. So Zitcraft quickly in the hole here, 0-2. Now it's got to shorten up and see ball, hit ball. Try to find some open real estate out there. And Zitcraft will quickly go down swinging for out number 1 here in the bottom half of the second inning.
Number 8, Grayson Acosta.
So that's going to bring up the right fielder, number 8, Grayson Acosta here for the Raiders. Made a nice catch out there in right center field there in the top half of this inning. Swung on and missed, strike 1. So 4 consecutive strikes here from Desmond Francis. That one will sail wide. The 1-1 offering. Swung on and missed, strike 2. The 1-2 pitch popped up right side, and that's going to be foul and out of play. So going to count here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here on Grayson Acosta. The pitch inside. Oh, that looked inside right there. Nice framework there by Whitehead. So Acosta will go down looking for out number 2 here in the inning. And that's going to bring up Hayden James. So out of the 7 batters, 4 of them have struck out here by Desmond Francis. Young man has got it going on right now. So 1-0 the count. One ball, 1 strike, the pitch. It's going to sail high for ball 2. So 2-1 the count. Got nobody on and 2 away here in the bottom of the second. The pitch to James shows bunt, brings the bat back, and that one's low and outside. The 3-1 offering swung on and missed. That will be strike 2. So a full count here on Hayden James. Ethan Bragg on deck. The pitch chopped right back to the pitcher. Bobbled it. Gathers. Throws the first. And will get him there by a few steps to end the inning. So again, the Raiders go quietly here in the home half of the second inning. We got a pair of strikeouts there for Desmond Francis. Takes care of business as Wapahani gets no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We will head to the top of the third inning. Scoreless after 2 right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Welcome back here to the Some American Legion Post 437 game break, top of the third inning. And quickly mowing right through these first two innings of play right here. Again, mostly by the dominant pitching here, as we'll lead things off here with number 6, Santana Jackson. And number 7 hitter in the order. 7, 8, and 9 due up. And that's in there for a called strike. So an even count here of 1 ball and 1 strike here on Jackson. Anderson collects. Here's the pitch. That's going to miss low for ball 2. Got a couple of really nice clean innings of work here through the first 2 frames for Kyle Anderson. The 2-1 pitch. That's going to sail upstairs and out of the zone there for ball 3. And Anderson, only a freshman. That's a good bulk of this team, are pretty much comprised of some freshmen, some sophomores, also a few seniors and juniors. But tons of young, or as far as youth, but a lot of talent here that definitely have a promising future ahead, no doubt about that. Ground ball that's going to get by the pitcher, going to be a tough play, and that's going to be an infield single here for one Santana Jackson. So first hit of the ball game here for either side. Santana Jackson will reach base, and they will have their first base runner now with the designated hitter number 2, Ryan Sibbett, at the plate. And Anderson with a pretty good pickoff move, so we'll see how well he keeps runners at bay over there at first. Anderson will come to the set. Pick off again back over there to first base as Jackson easily got back in over there. Shows bunt, brings the bat back, and that's going to sail high for ball 1. Pick off again, back over there safe as Jackson at first. The 1-0 pitch, as that one will be fouled off to the backstop area. So an even count here of 1 ball and 1 strike. You're on the Panthers' designated hitter here tonight. Again, he's hitting for the third baseman, Miles Doobie. Third down to first will not be in time. And that pitch was called a strike. Anderson will come to the set. And the 1-2 pitch. That one didn't miss by much. So that will even a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Getting Jackson down at first base. That's going to be ball 3. So Anderson having to work here a little bit. Didn't have to hardly do much of anything there in the first 2 innings. Payoff pitch. He will get him swinging for strike 3. Oh, heck yes. Nice pitch right there from Anderson, again going right at the hitter, and gets him swinging there for strike 3 for out number 1 here in the inning. That's going to bring up a second baseman, number 12, Spencer Hughes. So again, Hughes at the plate. Be nice right here if Anderson could get him to roll a double player up right here. They called it a strike right there. Quentin James was having a tough time of handling the baseball. So the count will start off here with 0-1. And you got your middle infielders there, Hayden James and Nate Luce. Double play depth. He stepped down at third, playing even with the bag, as that one's going to be fouled off to the right side and out of play. So a 0-2 count here on Spencer Hughes. And you have Landon Weller holding the runner on at first base. So essentially the entire right side of the infield is wide open. Pitch from Anderson. Fouled off, right side again down the first base line. So Hughes steps back in there. Anderson back on the rubber. The 0-2 pitch. That's going to miss low. One ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Another one laced foul. That one will also fall low this time. Not a bad pitch right there by Anderson, though. Was trying to get him to go fishing a little bit. So pitch number 7 of the at-bat coming up right here to Spencer Hughes. To the number 9 here in the order here for the Panthers. Anderson here with a wind-up and a pitch. Fouled off now to the backstop. So you got to give credit where credit's due. Spencer Hughes is making Kyle Anderson work. Again, 1 on and 1 out here in the top of the third. Anderson looking to do anything he can to put him away right here. Again, ideally, you'd like to roll up a double play right here, but you just want to find a way to get an out. Here's the pitch. Oh, wow. James there with a heck of a grab right there to make sure that doesn't get to the backstop. So pitch number 9 here, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count here on Spencer Hughes. The payoff pitch was a dandy, and he will get him looking for strike 3, painting the black on the outside corner.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, M.J. Gaines.
So back-to-back strikeouts, 1 swinging and 1 looking. And we'll head here to the top of the order now with M.J. Gaines at the plate with now 2 away here in the inning. Anderson starting him off with a ball low, 1-0. That one climbs the ladder on that pitch. So 2-0 the count here from Kyle Anderson to M.J. Gaines, again a center fielder, 0 for 1 on the night, struck out looking there in the first inning. And so Anderson, slight bind right here now, down 3-0 to the leadoff hitter here for the Panthers. There we go. Throws that one on in there for a called strike. Three and 1 to count. Anderson will come to the set and a pitch. That one's going to be fouled off now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So full count here on Gaines. Runner will be on the move on the pitch. Anderson, fly ball there in the left field. Left fielder going back, Ethan Bragg. He will miss the ball. Gets it in quickly right here, but a run does come on home to score. And so Park Tudor will strike first. Second hit here of the inning. And comes at the expense here of Kyle Anderson. And really actually made a pretty good pitch right there. But Gaines just taking it the other way, and the wind probably helped it out a little bit. I don't know exactly if it helped him out per se a lot, but definitely helped him out there a little bit. Again, Jackson was on the move, so he easily scored. So a called strike here, 0-1 the count. You're on the catcher, number 8, Nolan Whitehead. Anderson will come to the set. And the 0-1 offering. Fly ball there to left field. Bragg is there and will make the catch for the third and final out here of the top half of the third inning. But, again, Park Tudor able to score a couple times, or one time rather, on a couple of hits rather, here in the top of the third inning. Here's they get one run here on 2 hits, also no errors, and 1 runner left on base. And after 2.5, Park Tudor 1, Wapahani 0, here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
A licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Welcome back here. Bottom half of the third inning here on the WHS Network. In here with tonight's 2024 Wapahani Baseball Invitational Championship game. Again, we've got 9-1 and 2 hitters due up here in the home half of the third inning, as it's quickly 0-1 here on the Raiders' left fielder, number 13, Ethan Bragg. The pitch swung on and missed. Now strike 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch, outside for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes. Desmond Francis with a pitch, and he will get him swinging for strike 3.
Now batting the shortstop, number 7, Nate Luce.
So one down here in the inning, and back to the top of the lineup here for Wapahani. It's going to be shortstop, number 7, Nate Luce. Again, Desmond Francis has now struck out 4 of the last 5 batters, dating all the way back there to the end of the first inning. So 0-1 here on Nate Luce. Again, Nate struck out looking in the first inning, and that's out there in the right center field. That's going to get down. Nice piece of hitting right there. So Nate We'll get the first hit of the night here for Wapahani as he reaches base there with a one-out single here in the third. So that will now bring up the designated hitter number 3, Camden Gibson. And the third baseman playing in on the infield grass, anticipating a bunt. Little slash bunt action right here. Nobody there to cover second base, but the second baseman is able to get over there in time to touch the second base bag there for out number 2.
Now batting the first baseman, number 14, Landon Weller.
So 4 unassisted, force out right there at second base. Now 2 away. That brings up the first baseman, number 14, Landon Weller. As that's going to be skied down the right field line. Has some carry to it. And the right fielder will make the catch in foul ground. I'm not sure if Redbeard was able to get that or not. Had some obstruction of the view right there with the evergreen tree and the batting cages. But the young man out there in right field with a very nice catch and foul ground to end this bottom half of the third inning. So Wapahani again got a one-out single, but unfortunately nothing will come of that as the Raiders get no runs on a hit, also no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll head now to the top of the fourth. Park Tudor 1, Wapahani 0, here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
The moments we live for, we celebrate, we must protect. This is what the IHSAA Foundation does every day. By providing scholarships to student athletes, developing coaches and athletic directors, recruiting and retaining high school officials, and awarding grants to IHSAA member schools, we can protect the future of high school sports for the next generation of Hoosiers. Will you join us? We need your help on our team. Donate today at ihsaafoundation.org.
Welcome back here to Raider Baseball on the WHS Network. We head to the top of the fourth inning. Getting this game moving through rather quickly here, which I guess in a lot of ways is a nice thing considering how long of a day it's been. Not only that, but the sun's got to set at some point here, and when that happens, we're gonna be fighting against time to get this one in. So the quicker we can get through this game, the better off both teams will be. And so it looks like we're all reared and ready to go here. We're going to lead things off here in the top half of the fourth inning here for Park Tudor. It's going to be the shortstop, number 17, Brady Redmond, at the plate. And the pitch will sail high and away there for a ball, 1-0. Redmond struck out swinging in the first inning. As it's quickly 2-0 here on Brady Redmond. And 3, 4, and 5 hitters are due up here in the top half of the fourth inning for the Panthers. And that one's going to be low there for ball 3. Again, Anderson had a very easy first 2 innings. Collected a couple of strikeouts. But that third inning kind of ran into a little bit of trouble. Still had a couple strikeouts there in the third inning. But, they was working the count a little bit more. Started getting behind his hitter a little bit. Or some of the hitters here a little bit. And didn't necessarily pan out for him there as it ended up turning into a run given up. But, obviously now you have that leadoff walk here to Redmond. Not exactly something that he would have liked to have done. It's not like he's intentionally trying to go out here and throw a 4-pitch walk. But nonetheless, got to clear that out of your mind and start pumping the zone with strikes here. So 1-0 the count to start things off here with the Panthers left fielder, number 7, Carter Hall. pickoff, and Redmond back in there easily, safely at first base. And your middle infielders playing in double play depth. Shows bunt. Here's Hall. And we'll watch that one go right down Broadway there for a called strike, 1-1. One pitch. Fly ball there in the deep right field, and Acosta will be there to make the catch for out number one, here in the inning.
Now batting the pitcher, number 3, Desmond Francis.
So both times Hall has lined out to the right fielder. Did so there in the second inning as well. That was a nice grab there from Acosta then. But again, one down here in the inning brings up the pitcher. That's Desmond Francis. Again, he grounded out to the shortstop in the second inning. 0 for 1 so far. The pitch from Anderson. In there for a called strike, 0-1. That pitch low there for a ball. Throw down to first will not be in time. So the count, 1-1 here on Francis. Anderson glances at first. Here's the pitch. That's going to fall outside for ball 2. Following Francis, we'll have Oliver Eve, if we get that far. If Anderson can roll up a double play right here, that's going to end the inning. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. And that looked like that went through the net. Huh. That's interesting. Nonetheless, 2 balls and 2 strikes, the pitch. Ground ball here, that's going to get through the left side of the infield. So now the Panthers will have him at first and second with only 1 away here in the inning. Redmond will move up to second base. Francis now at first. That is now the 3rd hit of the ball game here for Park Tudor. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, number 13, Oliver Eve. Again, he grounded out to the shortstop in the second inning. Kyle Anderson would love for that to be the case this time around as well. More than likely, that's going to result in a double play. That pitch will be fouled off to the first base side, out of play, 0-1 the count to start things off here on the Panthers' first baseman. Again, Redmond at second, Francis at first. 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Anderson with a pitch. Fouled back to the backstop, now 0-2. So great position right here to be in here if you're Kyle Anderson. Like I always say, expand that zone a little bit. You don't want to leave anything over the plate. Ground ball right here, 4, 6, down to 3. Double play, twin killing, baby. Heck yes. And the Raiders will get out of the jam here in the top of the 4th inning. Erasing the both base runners right there. 4-6-3 double play of Oliver Eve to end the top of the 4th. No runs on a hit, also no errors, and 1 runner left on. We will head here to the bottom half of the 4th. Park Tudor 1, Wapahani 0 here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Two p.m. Saturday afternoon. You have 2 choices. Option 1, take 2 nanoseconds to reach over and put on your seatbelt. Or option 2, decide it's too much work for a Saturday and don't put on your seatbelt. As the seatbelt alarm continues to sing the song of its people, you roll your eyes. You're just going down the block, you'll be fine. You take a turn to the left, and that's when you see it.
Just wear your seatbelt. It's an easy way to save your own life. The Indiana Criminal Justice Institute wants to remind you that choices matter. Click it to live it.
All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get the bottom half of the fourth inning underway, we would like to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. Big thanks here to the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association. President Richard Morse, along with the Alumni Board, serves as the Wapahani Center and Selma High School alumni. Make sure to visit their online website at www.libertyprairiealumni.com to get information on any upcoming events and to purchase any Wapahani-related items on their web store. Also, to purchase an engraved brick for the Alumni Brick Walkway out in front of Wapahani High School, just simply fill out the form on the homepage of the alumni website. So again, a special thanks there to the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. Bottom half, the fourth we go. Again, hear from Coach Brian J. Dudley Field on a beautiful Saturday evening here in the latter part of April. And we're going to lead things off here in this bottom half of the fourth inning with the Raiders' third baseman, number 15, Clay Estep. Again, Clay 0 for 1 on the night, grounded out to the second baseman in the first inning. And he will swing right through that one quickly. 0-1 here on Estep. Fly ball there in a shallow right field. Right fielder there and will make the catch for out number 1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
The catcher, number 5, Quentin James.
So with 1 down in here in the inning, it's going to bring up the catcher, number 5, Quentin James. James is 0 for 1 on the night, struck out swinging to end the first inning. Looking to change his fortunes this time around. Ground ball here to the shortstop. Redmond comes on, throws the first, and we'll get him over there. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down here of Estep and James. And so that will now bring up the center fielder, number 20, Brock Zitgraff. Nice framework there by the catcher. Quickly 0-1 here on Zitgraff. And he struck out swinging back in the second inning, 0 for 1. That one will miss outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Desmond Francis getting moving quick right here. Trying to get through another inning of work here for the Panthers. 1 ball and 2 strike to count now. That Graff has got to protect. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch. Fly ball, and that's going to be out of play. So we're going to redo it again here at 1 and 2. Got Grayson Acosta waiting on deck. The 1-2 offering gets him fishing for strike 3. And that's going to do it here for the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Raiders again go quietly here. 3 up, 3 down. As they get no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll head now to the top of the fifth. 1-0. Park Tudor. We'll be back with more following these messages on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirit, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Top of the fifth inning right here. Due up for Park Tudor will be 7, 8, and 9 hitters. First pitch here from Anderson. Foul ball over there to the right side. Oh, yes! Landon Weller climbs the fence there in foul ground and makes the catch. That's almost like robbing a home run, except in foul territory. Oh, that was beautiful. Yes. So a foul out there to the third baseman to lead off the top of the fifth inning. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 2, Ryan Sibbett. Oh, 1 pitch. That's going to miss there for a ball. Even count here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. Oh, Weller darn near had another opportunity again. So fouled off there to the right side, out of play. So the count remains here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anderson will come to the set, the windup, and the pitch. Goodbye, pulling the chainsaw as Sibbett will go down on strikes. Second time this evening Sibbett has struck out. First time was looking, this time first time was swinging, this time was looking. Right back up the middle, Hayden James there with a stop and will not make the complete play, but nice diving stop there anyway. Infield single here for Spencer Hughes. So he will now be down at first base. And now we head back to the top of the order. It's going to be the center fielder, number 1, MJ Gaines. Get a 4th hit of the night for the Panthers. Anderson with a pitch. In there for a called strike. Going to gain so far on the evening 1 for 2. Struck out looking in the first inning and then doubled in the third. End up collecting an RBI, and now he'll wear 1. So after what looked like a potential clean inning of work here for Anderson, now has gotten himself into a little bit of trouble. After the hit by pitch, we've got Hughes at second base, Gaines at first, and the catcher, number 8, Nolan Whitehead, at the plate. Whitehead 0 for 2 so far. Grounded out to the first baseman back in the first inning, then flew out to the left fielder in the third. And that's going to be a fly ball there in the center field. Zitgraf will be there and will make the catch for the third and final out of the inning. So another great inning of work here for Anderson. Gets a little bit into some trouble there, but found his way out of it. As Park Tudor again goes scoreless here in the top half of the fifth. No runs on a hit. Also no errors and 2 runners left on base. We'll head now to the bottom half of the fifth. Again, Park Tudor on top here in this one, 1-0. Welcome back here to tonight's 2024 Wapahani Baseball Invitational Championship game. Again, Park Tudor with a 1-0 lead here as we head back now into the home half, the fifth inning. We're going to lead things off here for Wapahani with the right fielder, number 8, Grayson Acosta. So again, Desmond Francis in quite the groove right here. I was just telling Redbeard that's going to be a fly ball there in the left field. I wouldn't mind seeing us, take some pitches, just to where, you're kind of making him work a little bit more. I mean, he's just breezed right through these innings like it's nothing. And, you want to make him work here a little bit more, make him throw a few more pitches every at bat. But, I would definitely be working to not be as aggressive at the plate as far as wanting to swing early, but unfortunately, that's exactly what Wapahani's done. The first two batters, first pitch swinging for out number 2.
Now hitting for the Raiders, number 9, Caleb Lewis.
And again, all he's having to do is just pitch to contact. And, Wapahani's just getting themselves out. So Ethan Bragg now steps in. That's a ball outside. Or rather, we're going to have a pinch hitter. That's Caleb Lewis. So 1 ball and 1 strike here on Lewis. That's going to be low and away for ball 2. Francis here with a windup and a pitch. Catches the outside corner there for strike 2. So, heck, this is at least going to be the 5th pitch in the at-bat. And he's going to get Lewis swinging for strike 3. So, another quick inning of work here for Desmond Francis. No runs, no hits, no errors. And nobody left here in the home half, the 5th inning. Again, still a 1-0 lead here for Park Tudor. We'll be back with more right after this break. All right, folks, welcome back here. Had to cut the commercial break short because we're clicking on all cylinders right here, getting them in and getting them right back out and ready to go again. So 0-1 the count here on the shortstop, number 17, Brady Redmond here, Park Tudor. That ball low in the dirt, evening the count here at a ball and strike. Redmond here on the night 0 for 1, struck out swinging in the first inning and then drew a walk in the 4th and was left stranded out there. Two balls, 1 strike, the pitch. And that's going to be a deep fly ball there in the left field, and that is gone. So a solo shot here for Brady Redmond will get the top half, the 6th, going here for the Panthers. And that's Fifth hit surrendered here for Kyle Anderson here on the night. It's an unfortunate mistake that Redmond took full advantage of. So bases are clear. Don't have to worry about that. Left fielder number 7, Carter Hall at the plate. And a brief pause in the action right here. Got someone warming up there in the bullpen there for Wapahani, so to make sure they have the right personnel down there. In there for a called strike there for Anderson. The 0-1 offering. Misses outside for a ball. Oh, 1 pitch, or 1-1 pitch, sorry. Misses inside 2-1. And Anderson working on a 6th inning of work. And that one's going to be fouled off. So an even count here of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, really for the most part here, I think Kyle's done a pretty good job. Had to wiggle out a little bit of some trouble there in the 3rd and then the 5th inning. But really aside from that, he's done a really solid job of attacking the zone and getting ahead of hitters. He's had some moments, like I said again there, where he's gotten behind and put himself in a little bit of a situation. That's going to be chopped here. Going to be a tough play here for Luce. The throw down to first will be in time. Nicely done right there, Luce. A do-or-die situation. Came up big time right there for the throw down there to first base. So 6-3 put out for out number 1. And that will bring up the pitcher number 3, Desmond Francis, as he looks to help his own cause. He's 1 for 2 here on the evening. Swung on and missed strike 1. Francis grounded out to the shortstop in the 2nd inning and then singled in the 4th. Drops in there for called strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes. The pitch from Anderson. That's going to be hit right on out there to right field for a 1-out single. Left it right there over the plate. And Francis took care of that quickly. And so now the first baseman, number 13, Oliver Eve, at the plate. And the Raiders do have somebody down in the bullpen getting warmed up. The pitch from Anderson. That's going to miss outside there for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 offering chopped off his foot. Well, he didn't chop off his foot. You guys get it. He chopped the ball off of his foot. That kind of came out wrong initially. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Talk about a tough break there. Goodness sakes. Pick off back over there at first base as Francis is in there safely. The 1-1. That's low, and Francis will easily take second base. So he is in there safely with a stolen base. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. So Desmond Francis here in scoring position, 2-1 the count. Well, here on the first baseman, Oliver Eve. Anderson comes to the set. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Shallow right field. And Caleb Lewis right there to make the catch for out number 2 here in the inning.
Now batting the right fielder, number 6, Santana.
And so now the right fielder, number 6, Santana Jackson, steps in at home plate here for the Panthers. Again on top here, 2-0. Ground ball here to the second base side. Hayden James on the first. 4-3 put out for the third and final out of the inning. But a big fly from Brady Redmond will put Park Tudor up 2-0. Here's we head to the bottom half, the 6th inning. Again, here's Park Tudor gets 1 run here on 2 hits, also no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We will head here to the home half, the 6th. Again, 2-0 Park Tudor here on the WHS Network. All right, again, welcome back here. 2-0 Park Tudor lead here as we enter the bottom half of the 6th inning. Again, a big thanks here to more of our sponsors here this evening. We'd like to thank Alfred Rods and Customs. With over 30 years of experience, they sell the baddest hot rod, street rods, muscle cars, and customs in the land. Alfred Rods and Customs buys, sells, and trades cars all over the country. For more information, you can contact them at 765-717-3625, and you can look them up on Facebook at Alfred Rods and Customs. You can also come check out their showroom at 613 East Weiser Street in Muncie, Indiana, and let them make your dream a reality. So big thanks here to Alfred Rods and Customs, and a proud sponsor here of the WHS Network. So we head here to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Wapahani, for obvious reasons, has got to find a way to get the offense going. We have only accumulated 1 hit here on the night, and we've got the top of the lineup up right here. We've got to start making some noise, and unfortunately, we continue to be silent right here as Nate Luce will ground out here to the second baseman.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 3.
So now it's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 3, Camden Gibson. 0 for 1 on the night. Drew a walk in the first inning, then grounded out to the second baseman back in the third. That one will be fouled back and out of play. So again, Francis ahead of Gibson right here, 0-2. That one fouled into the dugout over there on the visitor's side. Thankfully, most of everybody that was on the team is out on the field. Well, that could have gotten bad. Francis here with a wind-up and a pitch. He will get Gibson swinging to throw down to first base, completes the deal. And so out number 2 here in the inning. We'll bring up the first baseman, number 14, Landon Weller. Weller so far also 0 for 1 on the night. Drew a walk in the first inning and then fouled out to the right fielder there in the fourth. So Weller quickly down 0-1. Clay Eastep waits on deck, followed by Quentin James. And that's going to be a deep fly ball there in the center field. Center fielder goes back and will make the catch for the third and final out of the inning. So again, the Raiders unfortunately will go silently here in the bottom half of 6. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We will head now to the top of the 7th inning. Again, Park Tudor 2, Wapahani 0. Back at it here, top of the 7th inning, and I'm Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And we're going to start off this top of the 7th inning with the third baseman, number 16, Miles Doobie. That will miss there for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. That one also will fall low and inside. So 2 balls, 1 strike here on Doobie. Drops in there, now 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. That will be low in the dirt there for ball 3. So a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. All right, so Doobie steps back in there. Anderson takes a long look in there to Quentin James. He'll get what he likes in the payoff pitch. Oh, way to field your position, Kyle Anderson. He said, I'll take that for out number 1 here in the top of the 7th.
Now batting the second baseman, number 12.
And that will now bring up the second baseman, number 12, Spencer Hughes. So in there for a strike, quickly 0-1 here on Hughes. Again, he is 1 for 2 here on the evening. Struck out looking in the 3rd inning and then singled in the 5th. The 1-1 offering in there for strike 2. So nice job, well done right there from Anderson.
Now batting the center fielder, number
So 2 down now in the inning. So top the order right here, we have MJ Gaines here at the plate. 1-0 the count here on Gaines. 1 for 2 here on the night. Struck out looking in the first. RBI double then in the third inning. And then was hit by a pitch in the fifth. Anderson misses inside there for ball 2. The 2-1 fouled off to the third base side and out of play. So an even count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes and 2 out. The pitch. Ground ball right back at him off the pitcher's glove. Hayden James will not get it and throw the ball away, but it's going to stay right here. So it's going to be an infield single here for MJ Gaines. 7th hit allowed now on the night.
Batting the catcher, number 8, Nolan Whitehead.
So the catcher, number 8, Nolan Whitehead, will step in. 0 for 3 on the night. Grounded out to the first baseman, flew out to the left fielder, and then flew out to the center fielder there in the 5th. Ground ball, and that's going to be right into the glove of Landon Weller, and he'll step on the bag for the 3rd and final out of the inning. So, again, Park Tudor does get a base runner. Nothing to show for here in the top of the 7th inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. All comes down to this right here for Wapahani, down by 2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. 2-0 Park Tudor here on the WHS Network. Welcome back here, bottom half the 7th inning. Here's the Raiders find themselves down 2-0 as we'll lead things off here with the Raiders' third baseman, number 15, Clay Estep. Quickly 0-1 here on Estep. Desmond Francis will catch the outside corner, now called strike 2. So quickly in the hole here, no balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fly ball there in the shallow right field. And the right fielder there to make the catch for out number 1 here in the inning. So that's going to now bring up the catcher, number 5, Quentin James. Again, Wapahani has only collected one hit here on the night. They have been very, very quiet. Again, that one hit was a hit from Nate Luce in the third inning. I'll tell you another thing. This game potentially could end up finishing up about an hour and some change faster than what the other games have been today. I know in our first game, I think our first game was like right around 2 hours and 45 minutes long. So it's nice to, I guess, essentially possibly get done a little bit earlier, considering, like I said, the situation that we could have ran into with the lighting of the day. That's going to miss outside air for ball too. But I know the second game and then the consolation game, both of those games took. I know the consolation game definitely took close to 3 hours. And James will be called out on strikes for out number 2.
Now batting in center fielder, number 20, Brock Zickrat.
And so the Raiders down to their last out right here. Number 20, Brock Zickrat at the plate, 0 for 2 here on the night so far with a pair of strikeouts. He's looking to change things right here and find his way on base to keep this inning going and game going right here for Wapahani. The 1-0 offering in there for a called strike. One ball, one strike here to Zickrat. Swung on and missed, strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. And pull the chainsaw there for strike 3, and that will do it here tonight. So your final score here this evening, the Park Tudor Panthers 2, your Wapahani Raiders 0. Here's the Park Tudor Panthers claim the 2024 Wapahani Invitational Championship. Congratulations there to the Panthers, as they now improve to 10-1 on the season. Wapahani will now fall to 5-9. Make sure to stick around here with us here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we'll have our Raiders Live post-game show. Again, a very shortened version of our Raiders Live post-game show. Again, coming up, you're on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. set it, and Rich will put it down with some authority. A deep three from Andrews. Oh, make it rain, baby! Yes! Drives left, kicks it to the corner, to the left wing. The corner, or the wing three is up and good. Zoe Swallow dials it up from long range. Payoff pitch here from Turner. And that's going to be a fly ball center field. That's going to get out here if you lose. Here's the pitch. And a ground ball. That's going to get through the left side of the infield. That's going to score another run. And that's going to be an RBI single. Welcome back here to our Raiders Live post-game show, again presented by Some American Legion Post 437. Here's our final score this evening will be the Park Tudor Panthers 2, your Wapahani Raiders 0. Again, the final line score here for both sides. First for the Park Tudor Panthers, they collect 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and 6 runners left on base. Wapahani with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. Again, your winning pitcher here tonight is Desmond Francis. Went 7 shutout innings, allowed 1 hit, had 2 walks, and collected 10 strikeouts tonight. Again, your losing pitcher of record is Kyle Anderson. He pitched a great game, though. Went all 7 innings, allowed 2 runs, allowed 7 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. That is pretty darn good there for a freshman pitcher. So definitely a great stepping stone to build off of right here, and hopefully the Raiders, you just competed there with, I think it's the 6th best team in 2A right now as far as that's what they're ranked, 6th or 7th, I believe, and so that's a darn good Park Tudor team, and we held them to only 2 runs. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the offense going, but our pitching and our defense was very, very solid here tonight. So a lot that you should be proud of right there. Like I said, if we could just get the bats going a little bit and find some consistency and good at bats and finding ways to get on, obviously that would have been extremely beneficial. But is what it is. Sometimes it's just not your game, and that just unfortunately was how it fell for us here tonight. But the Raiders now 5-9 on the season. They have another very busy week this coming week. I know they've got a home game, I believe, Tuesday night here against Daleville. And then they've got Delta on Wednesday night, which we might try to broadcast that one. We've got some softball games this week. It makes it bad because darn near all of the softball and baseball games, they play on the same night. So it puts us at a disadvantage when it comes to being able to broadcast games. It's tough because, we're trying to make sure and give everyone notoriety as much as we possibly can. We've had so many rainouts and then games rescheduled, and it's just it's been a pain, no doubt about that, but just got to roll with it. And so we're going to try to at least get 1, if not 2, softball games in this coming week. Try to get at least 1 baseball game in this coming week as well. So doing our best to make sure to try to make everybody happy and to give coverage to everyone because, everybody's important to us. But, we'll do the very best we can right here. But, again, the scoreboard here tonight reads Park Tudor 2, Wapahani 0. Again, congratulations there to the Park Tudor Panthers. Again, claiming the 2024 Wapahani Baseball Invitational Championship crown. Again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in this morning and tonight. Sure to appreciate each and every single person for joining us and supporting both of these teams here this evening. And we wish or we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend and a great start to next week. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy saying good night here from Coach Brian J. Dudley Field.